Neil Foster, let's get it. Woo!
Yeah. It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R, back to riches, back to riches. Got my call from the R2R. Farmers going up, Brody, check the chart. In the loots, buying all these plots. Thomas G and Mike got the chat on lock. With a drip and pause. Got these dogs and pigeons from me, I'm ready to score. Got me a bag of the rich and hard, I think I need more. Group got me in the wave, now I'm swimming the shore. Now I'm up to the core. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches. It's R2R, it's R2R. Back to riches, back to riches.
All right. Happy Friday to everybody out there in the crypto space, in the Titanx community. Welcome to R2R live stream, Rector Witch's live stream number 48. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've made it to the end of the week, the final episode for the week, right? We're here. Don't forget to smash that like button. We're dual streaming, guys. So all I ask is you post notifications, subscribe on YouTube, get all your hashtags and comments. And if you're over on X, same thing, bro. Same thing. Count the like button, retweet, get all your Titanx hashtags in there, repost it out there on X, aka Twitter, so that everybody knows we're live and popping right now. And all right, and don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor, for damn sure not a professional. This is cryptocurrency. You got to do your own research. And always remember to never, ever allow a social media influencer on any social media platform to influence you when it comes to cryptocurrency, because you could lose it all. You could lose it all. And tune in, because not only are we going to talk about Ouroboros staking that's going to be coming up in the near future. They're going to have their test net live today at some point. We're going to cover Titanx Stats. We're going to talk a little bit about Vault and how I make anywhere between $5,000 to $7,000 of free Vault per day using the auction. I'm going to give away the whale secrets. I'm going to show it on chain what they do and explain what I've done. It's kind of different to what they do and what I've implemented too, so that I can continue to stack this 5,000 to 7,000 per day of free Vault. The only way I'm going to release that information though is I got to go on YouTube, right? And I got to see at least 60 likes. When we hit 60 likes on YouTube, or if we hit it on Twitter, I will review that secret on how to utilize this strategy for Vault, right? I'm going to come out with the secret. I've talked about it in my R2R chat. I've never really talked about it public, but you'll understand why billions of Titanx goes in every day and what the people are doing. It's very simple, very simple. So we'll share that. If we don't make it to 60 likes, we ain't going to talk about it. I will just exclusively probably make a video and drop it into my R2R group, if anything, if I got time today. So let's get it live. All you people, R2R, all you people that aren't. All right. What are we going to jump into? So today's video is going to be, listen, we did the survey. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull up my X feed, right? So we did the survey yesterday. Today we're supposed to talk about Vault. I reached out on Twitter, right, if you can see here, and we did the survey. Titanx community has voted they would like to stream covering the upcoming Viper protocol. Unfortunately, I was unable to connect with the DeFi Vault team for info. I only have a few public things available so we can push it to next week, because it was a landslide. 86 votes. People wanted to talk about Viper today versus Alien X. So I didn't hear. I reached out to Steve, right? I reached out to Steve from Vault. I tagged him in and everything in that post this morning. I saw that he read it yesterday, was posting afterwards, was posting this morning, live stream this morning, so I didn't get anything back. So I have no information. Also, I was asking for some public information so I can cover it today, and no response back. So, busy guy. I'm sure he is doing what he does, is what it is. But hopefully next time I'll have some information. I got the hand, bro. I got the hand. I'm like, dude, like, you read my message, bro. I want to talk about your platform, and I always talk about this platform, but I got the hand.
Hey, are you gonna pay for that?
Talk to the hand.
So it is what it is. We'll cover Viper, which is going to be Steve DeFi's version of Vault that's going to be built over on the Dragon X area, and we'll be covering that. But let's take a look into Ouroboros, because the staking is going to be live, guys, in I think there's 19 days, right? There's 19 days until the Ethereum that was being utilized to go into the ecosystem is now capped. That allocation that was allowed, the allowed amount of Ethereum to come into this ecosystem is now fully capped. You can only get in with Titanx, only, and that gets capped out at 10 trillion. So with that being said, right, you can only get in with Titanx. The Ethereum is capped. Those investors are going to get in the drip section here a drip of their payouts, which should start landing about 19 days from now. So if you are in the Ouroboros Telegram, the developer said earlier today that what would happen from here is 19 days out, then the staking protocol will line up when the ORX token drips will happen for the Ethereum users. So there's going to be a special place to call home for your ORX tokens, right? And that is going to benefit from the collateral side of things on what's going to take place. And gas is kind of high right now. I want to do on camera every time I stream and talk about Ouroboros and entry. Don't forget the link is in the description, guys, for you to join and mint your ORX now with Titanx while it's available. Check out the link in the description. I'll go ahead. For science, I know I'm going to pay a gas fee. Let me just take a look here. I may have to wait during some part of the stream. $19. You know what? It was 36 bucks, right? Before I streamed. So I'll take it. I'll take it. It was $36, man. It was 36 bucks before the stream started in gas to do like a $400 deposit worth of Titanx. So I want to be able to go $500 to $1,000 per day on whatever amounts I need to do until it closes, man. Because you can't go in with Ethereum anymore, right? It's just strictly deposit Titanx. So today's amount on camera will do. What do I got here? 338,814,802 Titanx. So I'm going to enter for today. Pay the $19 gas fee for science, right? And you're going to see bada bing, bada boom. There it is. There it is. It should show up in my vesting amount. It should be my 5th stake that's been deposited. It should appear very shortly here. So let me unplug the handy dandy ledger, put that to the side, and boom. So we have a new one. Look at fully matured. Pay your future self, October the 17th, 2025. Reaching out and saying, I'm going to pay myself 1 year from now, right? And my first major, millions of dollars I made in crypto was utilizing Hex, right? And paying my future self. So remember, guys, if you're late, we only got 34 people watching, 21 on YouTube, 21 on X, 13 on YouTube. If we get 60 likes either on YouTube on the video or on X, I'll give you the whale secrets on how I'm making $5,000 to $7,000 of free vault per day. To the comments. The eco is truly amazing. I agree. I paid $30 earlier, used your link. Thanks for the stream. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for using the link. It helps the channel. Keeps me motivated to keep on going. We're going to cover the staking. So Right now, we'll go look at the price of ORX token, right? So seeing that the staking, right? The staking part of the system is going to line up when the ORX drip that people will earn from going in with their ETH allocation, which you can't do anymore, is going to line up when that launches in 19 days. They want to have it launched out like right at the same time. Because when people get their ORX drip, they're going to want to sell, which the price will the price, I believe, will go down for that reason at some point. It's like a catalyst, right? But if you can match that with the place to put your ORX and understanding that 19 days from now is still before we go completely hyper deflationary with Titanx. So the Titanx price is destined to go up, is my belief, my speculation. And at $1.55, you can see some volatility kick in the days before people start getting that drip. Like, oh, there's going to be a sell-off. For me, I'm like, if there's a sell-off, I'll buy some more, trade in, out, and keep minting, right? Get your ORX drip. If you want to sell that, sell it. Do what you want. That is your freedom to do whatever you please. So for me, 19 days out, I think there's still going to be a good, sideways trade, but there could be some volatile action going on the 19th. Timing staking at that same exact moment when that's available to people based off their drip is going to be crucial, that the developers can time that and get that out and available. So I'm excited for that, because although the price could go down in that meantime, you got to understand that what is going to happen through the Ouroboros platform. We'll take a look at the numbers here. It has 1.89 trillion Titanx at today's price, right? At today's price, which they're not burning right now like crazy. At today's price, it's different compared to what 19 days from now will be. Because today, going forward, is like the end of the road for the high inflation. It starts to die off all the way to the end of November, and nothing comes out, practically nothing. In December, January, February, March, it's like billions, like a few billions on some months. So the price can go up massively. And 100% of the Titanx that goes into Ouroboros protocol, the Titanx that's used to mint your ORX tokens, right? 100% is put into the buy and burn. 1% doesn't go to a Genesis wallet. 2%, 3%, 4%, 8%. And 2% doesn't go to marketing. 100% of the tokens with the 10 trillion token max cap goes here, and it's going to be used in intervals of 15 minutes to buy. So when this price of Titanx, if you believe, will 5x, 2x, 3x, 10x, is going to be at a much higher price point to fight the ORX drips that happen. On top of that, you'll have a place to call home with staking where you can earn. Let's go into the docs page. But wait, before we do that, I want to talk about the Titanx stats and why you should be excited about the amount of Titanx that's in this smart contract now that 100% is used to buy and burn, right? Versus what the price is, what circulating supplies here now, what's been burned, and what the future holds. Price point is everything. So if we look at the price of Titanx, remember, if you guys are late, I'll check right now, if we get to 60 likes on this video on YouTube or 60 likes on X, by the end of this stream, I will reveal the whale secret of how I make $5,000 to $7,000 on any given day of free vault, right? How would I make free vault? Well, I'll show you. At least 60 likes. If we don't make it, we'll push it to Monday, and I'll keep using my strategy to stack. All right, so back to Titanx. And this might be a short stream too. This may only be 15 minutes longer. So you guys got time. Look at the liquid Titanx. We were at 70 trillion plus recently in like a couple weeks back, maybe like two to 3 weeks back. The buy and burns is going crazy. There's only 22.37% liquid. 46,379,674,931,682 Titanx supplies liquid. That's only 22.37%. Not only are the machines already winning, but the machines are going to take over the supply. And what do they do with the supply? They burn it. They are burning the supply. They are burning the supply. I repeat, they are burning the supply forever.
Forever. Forever. Forever. Forever.
So that's what they're doing. And you can see the stats here. Look at number 5, Ouroboros, 2.182 billion Titanx. So things are moving along. Things are trucking along. And what I want to go back and take a look is at the Ouroboros docs. We're going to click on it here. I want to show you some images that you can take a look at and follow us, as I'm here, of what's going to come. And I know a lot of people are thinking not so long term with their ORX because of the simple fact, right? Of the simple fact that the drip from the ETH allocations are going to start receiving rewards in 19 days. But again, the staking will be available. There's the test net that's going live that's going to show you everything that there is when it comes to borrowing, liquidations, how all of that works, right? The USDX stablecoin for the Titanx ecosystem. This is big. Not even like Hex came out with this yet. They have liquid loans. They got like $50 million in sacrifice and put $2,000 in liquidity. What the heck? What's going on there, right? So the staking part, I want you guys to take a look at because you'll get a clear image of this. This is what I want to focus on why I'm not only buying and stacking ORX, but I'm buying and trading so I can go into different accounts, send that Titanx, and stake and mint for ORX. Free money on free money, right? So this is what the dashboard is going to look like, right? And you see here on the left, you got ETH, ORX, Titanx, DragonX, and USDC. So let me see. I got a little message here. Does that mean? Okay, just want to make sure. Staking your ORX tokens and earn a share of collateral redemption and loan fees. So you're going to be able to earn with your ORX. So if you're buying it now, some people are stacking it to get into this, which you're going to have way more tokens than anybody else if you're buying versus the people that receive that ORX and dump it. If the price goes down, you can even buy more. But how many users will collect that drip payout in 19 days, but have this option to go in? The long-term minded investors, I believe, are mostly involved in ORX because if you mint with Titanx, right, if you want to receive the most amount and make the most amount on your investment, it's waiting the 52 weeks. After 28 days, you can collect and you hit a penalty, and you're not going to get nearly as close to what the amount you would get after 52 weeks of waiting. And where was the most money ever made in my entire crypto career was Hex delayed gratification. Didn't early end stake, none of that. I waited. So, shows an example. You're currently staked and earning rewards. Current stake, 700,000 ORX, right? And the ORX fee staking. So, ORX fee sharing pool allows ORX stakers to earn a share of USDX, redemption, and loan fees. So there's passive income. By depositing ORX into the pool, you're earning a proportional share of your protocol fees. Check back often, deposit more ORX to fee shares, harvest your collateral and USDCX rewards. So there's going to be a style of earning here, right? Off of people participating in the borrowing aspect. And who is going to borrow and use that? Whales. Whales are going to utilize this part of the ecosystem on ORX, and you get to earn fees on that, which is big money. The way I see it, it's like, bro, that means I need to get as much ORX staked and get a piece of the pie, right? Is there a lock period? No, you can actually withdraw your stake funds at any time. You're currently staked and earning rewards. You're earning, what is it, 699,900. Just got to, it's an example here. And our staked ORX tokens used for protocol bailouts, like in the maker or governance, no, they're actually staked. The staked ORX are not used to backstop USDX, right? They're not used for governance. There's no USDX. Let me make sure I get my face off camera so that you guys can see the full screen. So that to me is extremely exciting. Extremely. Willie B. Long, 33 LFG. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm like super pumped about this. And I go look at the price and I go, it's cheap. It can get cheaper. It can do a lot of things, right? I think the unexpected will happen from ORX. I think this is a lot bigger than most people tend to believe or see is possible, right? You got to see it to believe it. So people are going to want to see this play out, but also people are going to take profits and take advantage and be like, hey, I'm going to get this. So all this is here, borrowing USDX, which is, this is a whales game. We'll read this part here because I'm not going to do all your homework. There's a lot that you need to digest and figure out, but the staking is the main part. And when you want to, participate in staking and you want to know where the money comes from, well, this is it, borrowing, right? So USDX offers interest-free loans, is more capital efficient than other borrowing systems. Collateral is needed for the same loans. Instead of selling collateral like your Titanx or DragonX, you have liquid funds, right? To have liquid funds, you can use the protocol to lock up your collateral, borrow against it to withdraw the USDX, and then repay your loan at the future date. For example, borrowers speculating on future collateral price increases can use the protocol to leverage their collateral positions, increase their exposure to the price changes. This is possible because USDC or USDX can be borrowed against, for example, Titanx, sold on the open market to purchase more Titanx, rinse and repeat. So the rinse and repeat, right, going back to here, the rinse and repeat of this activity that's going to be used on a large scale from whales to dolphins to guppies to whoever wants to use it, the rinse and repeat means rinse and repeat fees that you get from your staking pool percentage here, and you earn from the staking. So to me, that's like a big opportunity. And the people who got in with their ETH allocations are going to be able to get their drip, what they call like a drip payout, and sell or go into staking and start to earn from there, right? But let's go look at the platform. We'll go back here. Let me do a quick refresh. Because remember, once this is at 2 trillion, we only got 8 trillion left. And you can see the ROI percentages. People are going to sleep on this, right? And when this cap happens, whenever it may be, I think it's going to last for 2 weeks in cap. Then there's going to be a frenzy of people that want to buy if things all play out the way I think they could and should work out, which is if you're going to get your ORX, your drip payout from your ETH allocation that would show up here, do you want to sell it? Probably people will, right? That's reasonable to believe. Or do you want to go into the staking and start to earn when that goes live? Because people are going to definitely use that on a large scale, rinse and repeat, and you're going to earn money on that, right? Why? Passive income, awesome content. I take notes on every stream. Be Real Titanx. I appreciate you, man. Don't forget to pound the like button. Let's take a look here. Ooh, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Thanks for the content. Is there a way to join your private group? Yeah, just go on X. If you go on my Twitter page, in the description section, there is a Linktree link. Click on that, and there's a direct link to my Telegram, just tell me what your name is, and I'll look and I'll accept the invite. All right, we'll get you in there. Thank you for the $10 super chat. You are the man. Appreciate that. Much love. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, am I gonna? Let me take a look here. Do we have? I gotta see if we have the likes yet. Remember, if you guys want to know how I'm banking a ton of free vaults every day, the whale strategy, how they all are doing it, really. I need to get this to 60 likes. Where are we at? 19. We ain't even close. That may end this soon. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Let me see on YouTube, only 6 likes. Yeah, we ain't making it. We ain't making it. But I will review it on any stream going forward. If we can get 60 likes during a live stream on the video on YouTube or X, right? So you guys want that information? Work for it. Help me. That's all I ask is help me help you. All right. Where was I? So yeah, these percentages too are very like appealing, right? 18,490%. I mean, they'll lower as this price lowers, those ROI percentages lowers. But I'm more focused on the buy and burn, the power of this, man. All 100% of the Titanx goes here. So when the price of Titanx goes off, we can have trillions of Titanx ready to buy and burn the ORX token, right? And supply is rather low at this point. We'll see what the current supply is at, right? We'll click here. 593,260 holders. That's how early you are. That's how early you are. And I think the opposite will probably happen. I think everybody thinks there's going to be a big dump, and yeah, it will. But I think a dump can happen, obviously, when those drip payouts happen. But there could be a big effect as far as people buying back in to get the staking, because these lending type style protocols, they're massive across the board in crypto. It's a whales game and people use them, right? What other stats do we want to look at? I mean, I want to look also at, like, I don't want to forget about Hyper, right? I don't want to forget about Hydra either. Look at their stats page. Hyper still has its supply in a chokehold, right? Mike Dean's going to build for it. Steve DeFi from Volt's going to build on it. So this could start to cut in half for sure. Versus burned, 39.29% is burned. That's a flippening. Only 33.67% liquid, which is a small amount, man. 1.2 trillion tokens. It's been about 1.2 trillion for a minute, right? Going on weeks. So when you ignore price is when you make the best decisions in crypto. You ignore the price and you say, you make up your mind. Do I like this? Do I love it? Does it make sense? Should I get involved and wait? Well, why would I do that? Well, if you like it that much and everything adds up, and you look at the stats that are right there in front of your face, what are you seeing that doesn't have the ability to repeat what Titanx is doing when it comes to supply shock and there not being enough Titanx and going hyper deflationary, right? Let's even go look at Hydra. Same thing, man. Look at the buy and burn. $13.8 trillion worth of Titanx that's going to be used. This Titanx gets used, right? It buys DragonX. It gets shifted here. The DragonX buys and burns Hydra. That's a lot of money. Going back to Hyper, what does its buy and burn have? $5.2 million worth of Ethereum. That Ethereum is buying in intervals. It's buying Titanx off the market, coming here, taking the Titanx and buying and burning Hyper. And the Vortex got money in the back pocket. Hydra has a lot in the back pocket too when it comes to its Vortex. $3.18 million that gets shifted here. The Titanx gets shifted to the buy and burn DragonX, right? To use in intervals. The DragonX, $1 million DragonX gets set here to buy and burn Hydra. Go look at the stats. Supply is great. That's 167 billion. Look at this flip right here. Even when inflation comes out like crazy, these are already controlling inflation early on beyond what we saw even with Titanx with the V1, V2. 45.07% burned. 31.9% liquid. All right. Now DragonX, this is soon to go below 5 trillion. When you see it start to shift downward a lot, right? Like we see here in the Titanx stats, was just at 70 trillion plus. Is that okay? Let me tell you something. Mark my words. November the 18th, right? Because it's October the 18th. November the 18th, we'll revisit this. We'll continue to look at it throughout the weeks. You're going to see this probably roughly 25 to 32 trillion Titanx, I would predict. Right? By December 1st, you could be like 20 trillion, 15 to 20 trillion. It's going to happen fast. It's going to start happening at a rapid speed. This buy and burn here for V2 is about to run out. Right? V1 is in the back pocket. V2, we used to be worried. Like when that runs out, what do? We don't even need it. It's a thing of the past. Now we're here on this end. We got 5.2 million in ETH sitting here that's going to buy Titanx anyways, buy pressure. It's going to use that and it's going to buy and burn hyper. So we have basically recycled more money than we ever thought we would within just these two additional protocols and the amount of Titanx and Ethereum that they've soaked up to create buy pressure constantly, constant buy pressure, right? And of purchasing Titanx. And it's really a beautiful system. And then you got all the other buy and burn Titanx. You got one of the biggest contributors to pulling out of the supply is Vault here, right? Vault has really done wonders. Vault has really done wonders, and it's already burned 23.93% of its supply. But look how much Vault has been deposited. And like I said, let me take a look because I'm going to end this stream probably in the next 5 minutes. Doesn't look like I'm going to reveal the secret on how I make $5,000 to $7,000 a day in free Vault. And you guys probably have an idea, but you've probably never had somebody who actually does it come clean and tell you the secrets. All right. 25 likes. We're not at 60. We're not even halfway there. We ain't even halfway there. We got 100 people watching. Right. I am planning to make Titanx farm on fucks 2 fucks. Oh, all right. I like that. Now we have something cooking. This is Fast Abdul from the 2 fucks platform over on Pulse Chain. So I'm definitely excited to hear more about that. Right? Definitely excited to hear more about that. That is really cool. He's going to bring a lot of attention to a platform that, it's on Pulse Chain. So Pulse Chain has had its ups and downs, definitely for the entire 2024, ups and downs for sure. But look at that, man. Vault is killing it. If you go to the stats page on Titanx.win, right? Number 4 for Titanx. How much does it have locked? And then LP. See, there you go. That adds up to this amount here. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Pulsar / Titanx 2. Ooh, interesting. Like people just keep on building, man. Keep on building. Now you have Pulsar and then soon 2 fucks to get the attention of the Pulse Chain community that may have just been at a distance, either not wanting to participate or just hating because there's been a slight feud between Hex and Titanx people from the start, but I doubt that will hold back people from wanting to make money on Pulse Chain because they're dying for builders to do stuff on Pulse Chain. It just kind of is what it is. We're only at 27 likes. I don't think we're going to make it, people. I don't think we're going to make it, but maybe we'll make it right on Monday after the weekend. After I've done my strategy, probably by Monday, I would have made another probably $12,000 to $15,000 of free vault. It's easy too. It's easy too. Let's go back to Ouroboros though. I just love to watch the stats here. 1.9 trillion. Let's go. 1.9 trillion. Right? Fills up this right here. I need to, like I said, man, we're 8 trillion away. What if the Genesis wallet was like, okay, the reason why I talk about the Genesis wallet is because for Dragon X to be what it is today, it had to have that epic benevolent move, right? Which indicated that it was going to get the biggest payout on day 369. And it wasn't like, somebody swapped a ton of Dragon X and can sell that later. It literally was the Genesis wallet that sent it straight to the contract. So it used its Titanx, sent it to the smart contract, didn't mint for it or, swap. It literally got no Dragon X in return. It just fed the smart contract, which the smart contract read it as, this is the biggest depositor. Now it owns the lion's share of the stake, right? What if, because of how this is going to be the backbone as far as the USDX stablecoin backing to the ecosystem, and I believe it's the biggest to ever launch, what if the Genesis wallet was sitting back watching and going, our platform needs this. This is massive. I will allow users to get in. But when the time comes, let's say it gets to 3 trillion, 4 trillion, 5 trillion, it comes in and it participates and takes the lion's share of the ORX minted, meaning like if it did it at 5 trillion and it put 5 trillion and took half, it would literally own the 50% of what could be minted, probably, like depending on what it did, but it would have a lion's share, right? The numbers change when you join, right? But we would know it's going to be benevolent and it's going to be positive for the price. So that's where I'm thinking it could happen. And Jake has talked about this and reposted and retweet. Eric's behind them. He might even be on the team, I heard. I'm not 100% sure. But if something like that happened, right, and then it pushes this to max cap at 10 Titanx. 10 trillion Titanx. Man, we were sitting around like people did with Dragon X. We're like, oh, wait. And then that incident happened. And was like, whoa, what just happened? Participation wasn't all that great. No time for hate. Let's make some money, boys. Let's do it. Once you got that, man, let me know. I'm hopping in. I'll make content. I can tell you that. Exciting times for the entire ecosystem across the board. So that's just me speculating. I always speculate on the Genesis wallet. Why not? I can. I don't own the Genesis wallet. It's not me, right? So I can say. I know Jake and friends and everybody else, they can't say much. They can't say much. But what they can do is, be quiet about it and just let it do its thing. And at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. Only have 31 likes. We didn't make it to 60. On Monday, we can get that on stream live, get 60 likes on either YouTube or X, right? We'll all drop the alpha because, again, man, you guys need to work for your money. You need to work for your money. All right. Let me look at this tweet really quick here. Ouroboros tweet before we end the stream. Let's pull it up. Follow them on X, right? What if most of the gains through ORX are not going to be realized through selling ORX? What if high FDV on ORX is just your proportionately sized ticket into something much greater? There's still time. This is my last bit of alpha before the ORX Minter goes live. The Ouroboros timeline is littered with crumbs regarding where I want this to go. Yeah. Like and retweet. I'm working for my bag. Hey, people don't know. Like, people don't realize. People are not reading. People are not studying. I'm trying to come on here and educate and lead the horses to the water. Show them where the way. Look, and I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. Pretty damn not professional. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Happy Friday, right? It's going to be a great weekend. I just know at this point, when the minting does stop for Ouroboros because we hit the 10 trillion cap, right? And time stops for nobody, guys. Time stops for nobody. Time stops for no one. It doesn't discriminate. It has no view on politics. It doesn't care what you do for a living. Doesn't care who you vote for. Doesn't care if you're tall, small, skinny, short, fat, husky. If you drink on Christmas and Christmas Day, if you're sober. It's an intangible thing that we literally can't touch, like these intangible tokens. It stops for nothing. If I could turn back time. Even Cher made a song about it. You know, I think 52 weeks down the road, people are going to be, man, because it's a big deal to lock up something for a long time. I think like the only commitments in life that people are willing to do is really commit to the 9 to 5. And I've had those opportunities because we all have a choice and opportunity to go walk into work and do the 9 to 5. And I remember my wife crying December of 2019 before I got into Hex. Things were rough. And I said at the time I had a YouTube channel with 50 subscribers that I was able to get to 30,000 after a couple years. And I got a paycheck for a job I was doing. We lived in Henderson, Nevada, and was for $300. I was averaging $300 to $400 a week. And I said, I'm going to stick to this YouTube. I'm going to stick to talking about crypto. And she cried. And then we both decided that it was beneficial to work on myself and my dream instead of being fully committed to just saying, I'm not going to do that, work on my dream on the side, work overtime on my dream because I had to work 10-hour days. So I had to work and get off work, get on work early, get off work late, and then work on my dream, investing and doing research. You know, why would I have just spent my time doing 9 to 5 plus overtime and not on myself? So when I stopped focusing on fulfilling another man's dream, which was my boss, every boss I've ever had, his dream was to own a company to make money off of people's labor, people's hard work, and pay them what he did. Well, my boss was flying everywhere. My boss was flying to all these countries. While I was sitting at home with at the time, I have 6 kids. I think I only had like 3 at the time. Food stamps assistance, $300 paychecks, selling the most at the company, right? At the time, that was like, hey, you're not going to make anything now, but months down the road, you're going to make more, which did happen, you know. So I worked on that, but that would have never went to anything. They eventually went out of business, and he sold that. No, he sold the company. They got rid of everybody. He retired off what he sold it for, started more businesses. So if I would have just stuck to that, I would have been at the end of the road of that career. And yeah, the stories would have changed. If I had not started that YouTube channel, it went to 30,000 subscribers. My portfolio went from like $500 to millions of dollars down the road because I was buying X at the time with like half my paycheck. And me and my wife were like, you're going to use your paycheck, half of it, and we'll be late for rent January 2020 and January, February 2020, and even March. Eventually had to move out because you can't do that. Staked my hex long term, paid my future self, and the rest is history. So when an opportunity like this comes with Ouroboros, and I'm in a position I'm at now, very grateful for paying my future self, why in God's green earth would I not do that? And why would I not work on my dreams by live streaming every day? Pound the like button, drop a comment. I'm ranting on. But anyways, I just think it's an inspiring time when you have an inspiring moment for people when they realize like how crypto can change your life. And if something that is as big as that I believe this can be comes along once in a blue moon, yeah. Yo, TG, we need that Volt Alpha dog. I know, man. I'm just asking the people for the likes. I'm asking them for the likes. We're only at 35, but we will gun for it down the road. I think someone makes a Dragon X for Max ORX mints represented by Liquid Token. Could happen. Could happen. So, anyways, guys, you can catch me Monday through Thursday, 9:30 a.m. PST live streaming. Working for all of our bags, trying to, spread the word. Hopefully, we'll do the Viper video live stream next week. You're ghosted by Steve. Maybe Steve don't want to really come on here with me. I'm still like not fully accepted. I did my apology with Jake and all that, but he still don't follow me. I know why would he really, we respectfully said, things were cool, but he don't follow me. Eric still got me blocked. These guys are all in, affiliation with each other. So I just think that they all respectfully keep their distance, and that's okay. That's okay with me. I'm still going to keep my eye on the prize, think about the bigger picture. You and I and the community that I've built, keep talking about Titanx. And if anybody wants to come on this channel, they can. We've had the dude, we've had Awesome X. There's are people that are willing, but I've heard through the grapevines that people are kind of like shy away from me because Eric still don't like me and they're building for Eric and all that. So that could be it. I don't know. But at the end of the day, we'll keep on trucking. So smash the like button, drop a comment. Next time we shall do it again. Yeah, dog.
Lady of the Faucets, let's get it. Woo! Woo! Yeah. It's hard to walk. It's hard to walk. Back to riches. Back to riches. It's hard to walk. It's hard to walk. Back to riches. Back to riches. It's hard to walk. It's hard to walk. Back to riches. Back to riches. It's hard to walk. It's hard to walk. Back to riches. Back to riches. Got my call from the R2R. Farmers going up, Brody, check the chart. In the loot, buying all these plots. Thomas G and Mike got the chat on lock. With a drip and pause. Got these dogs and pigeons, farm me, I'm ready to score. Got me a bag of the rich and hard, I think I need more. Group got me in the wave, now I'm swimming the shore. Now I'm up to the core. It's hard to walk, it's hard to walk. Back to riches, back to riches. It's hard to walk, it's hard to walk. Back to riches, back to riches. It's hard to walk, it's hard to walk. Back to riches, back to riches. It's hard to walk, it's hard to walk. Back to riches, back to riches.